G'day viewers, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so what I got for you today is some gold filled jewellery. Look how nice these look. Now, I fell for, well, I suppose it's a scam. A while back I was buying what's supposed to be gold filled jewellery off eBay, and it turned out it wasn't gold filled, it was only gold plated. But it didn't look anywhere near as nice as this. And these ones are from Marketplace and Facebook, and they sell them regularly. So if this works out good for me, I'll be going back and buying more. So I've got a nice long necklace and a matching bracelet. Now the difference between gold filled and gold plated, obviously plating is micro thin and you don't get much at all. With gold filled, it's supposed to be a decent thickness of carat jewellery, and then however much another layer of copper mostly, or so I suppose some might be silver, but it's usually copper. So there's two layers. You've got your layer of copper and your thick layer of gold carat, and they press them together with so much force with the press, it becomes one metal. And then they make the jewellery out of that. So when I put this in nitric acid, it should eat away all the base metals, not just the extra copper that they've put to it, but whatever's in the carat jewellery itself. Now this is 18 carat, so once the copper layer's gone, it'll then pick out also the copper or silver or whatever they've used to make the 18 carat. And you'll see here, I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, 18K GF. Alright, and that means gold filled. So, usually, not all the time, but most times, out of a gold filled piece of item, you can assume that 1/3 of the weight is gold content. And then when you get to the gold content, you've then got to deal with the carat. Now 18 carat is 3/4. So basically 3/4 of the gold content will be gold, and the rest will be the copper or silver, whatever they put in there. So what you would do when you're trying to work out how much gold you're going to get, you first take off 2/3, and that's the base metal that they've mixed with the carat jewellery, and then you would take off 3/4, because 18 carat is 3/4. I think 14 carat is half, and 9 carat is 1/4. Well, it's close to that anyway. Gold 9 carat's about 37%. I know that 14 carat's somewhere around 50% or 58% or something. This is close to 75%. So it's 3/4, right? So once you've taken off 2/3 of the weight, it leaves you your carat jewellery. And then from that, you take off 1/4, and then the remainder is how much gold you're going to get. So with this being 53, let's just suppose, I'm not really good at maths, but I'll say that 2/3 off would leave somewhere around 17 grams, maybe 20. Let's say 20 for argument's sake. It's probably going to be less, but off the top of my head I can't work it out. And then out of that 20, you take off 1/4, and leaves 15 grams. I'd be stoked if I got 15 grams. I'd be happy if I only got 10 grams. But let's just say, for argument's sake, I get somewhere between 10 and 15 grams. I only paid $77, which is the price of 1 gram in Australia at the moment. $77 or something it is at the moment. So if I only made 1 gram, I'd get my money back. If I made 5 grams, that's 5 times my money back. So can you imagine if I got 10 to 15 grams? That is a phenomenal profit. And I'll be certainly buying more if it turns out to be that I get between 10 and 15 grams, even if I get 5 grams. You know, 5 times your money is pretty good. Anything above that's just fantastic. So my prediction would be around, give or take, I'd say around 10 grams, give or take some. Might be a little bit lower than 10 grams, might be a little bit higher. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I haven't done my money again and gone and bought more gold plated. Even though it says gold filled, the stuff I bought off eBay said gold filled too. And it was clearly gold plated. So now I'm going to put these in nitric acid, eat away all the base metals, and see what we get. Last night I put some distilled water in there and some nitric acid. I didn't even turn it on, I just let it sit overnight, and as you can see it's already taken some copper away. That's why it's gone blue. So now I'm going to put it on heat, about medium, and I'm going to cook all the base metals out. I'll keep adding a little bit of nitric as I go. Each time the reaction stops I'll add a bit more. I'll keep doing that until there's no more reaction. Well, with this supposed gold filled rubbish, I think I've been stung again. As you can see there's lots of gold floating on top, and that's how gold plated stuff would look. Very fine gold on top. And I looked around with the glass rod, and the only bit of gold I can find is that clasp. There's nothing else in there. When I pick it up, I can't see any gold under there at all. It's all dissolved into just the tiniest little bit of plating. So I just lost $75. I won't be trying gold filled ever again. I don't know how people like 3 Tips come across all this gold plated, gold filled stuff that's good, because every time I've tried it, from no matter what location I buy it, it all ends up just being gold plated. Waste of time, waste of money. In my opinion, it's up to you guys if you want to chase it down, but I won't be anymore. So I'm filtering it off, and as you can see in the corner is a clasp, and that's it. There's nothing else in there. Just those little bits of gold on the surface, which is obviously plated, and that clasp, I have no idea why the clasp hasn't dissolved. There's also another little bit just here. That's all I've got out of all those necklace and bracelet. So it is my belief, this is the second time that I've been stung by gold filled. It's my belief that it's rubbish, not worth taking a chance on. There may have been genuine gold filled jewelry at some time, but right now I think what's happening is there's a manufacturer out there pumping out all this gold plated stuff, and they're selling it to people, and the intentions that these people would then sell it from home as a home business. And it's a bad batch that's getting around, and I'm not willing to take any more risks. That's $75 I could not afford to lose. I am now short of food. I hoped to get gold so I could double the amount I've got to spend on food. Now I've got nothing. I won't be touching gold filled again. It's entirely up to you guys. Anyway, so I guess that's the end of the video. I'm going to put that in with some carat gold, because that must be carat gold. I don't know why the rest of it wouldn't be. And I'm going to call this a loss, a fail, and a lesson learned, and not go to gold filled again. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of it. It's up to you if you take a chance on it, but I won't be. Thanks for watching. See you later.